Tiff just wanted to like relax, drink, and have a goddamn good time. And that's one thing too. Next time for the next meetup, we got to make it to the club. We never made it to the club, right? I'm not sure if AT2. I don't remember if he talks about this, right? Our first night, we're supposed to make it to the club, and we just sat down and started talking for like hours.
Have fun. That's the best way I can describe her. But I will tell you, there was 2 times that Tiff pissed me off. One during the meetup, and then one that didn't have anything to do with the meetup. It was actually after the meetup. But anyway, let's continue. So we had met Tiff that night. Tiff was cool as hell. Did we eat? I know we drank. Did we eat? Y'all, I don't remember eating. And you know they call me Fat Ass AT2. So me not remembering eating, yeah, but hey, I digress. Anyway, so we were just all up shooting the shit, talking all night. The food court at the Harris, that's where we ate at. And so yeah, we were just up chopping it up and stuff like that. And then we were up until like, I want to say 3 in the morning, just talking and shit like that. Just
yeah, we were supposed to go to a club. We never did. We started talking. Man, and we ended up like that pizza spot was like, it was so good. Even gambling too, right? I want to say we gambled maybe 20, 30 minutes. That's it. Like I wanted to like actually do some gambling too, but I just didn't have the time. And when I did wake up, right?
Hanging out. And then we ended up all going to our rooms, and Nomad, he was staying in downtown. So he ended up leaving and stuff like that. So yeah, so that was night 1. So night 2, we knew that we had to get up and go to that damn timeshare, right? So, but
lucky say you're so yes, absolutely lucky. Absolutely.
Also, the
20-year-old me, I probably would not make it back until probably 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning, right? Now it's like, nah, I'm not. 3 o'clock, I'm done. And that's it. That's the most you're gonna get from me, right?
The thing is that
I gotta work out tomorrow in the morning.
I knew Toxic was coming, and I knew DC Purple Diva was bringing her family too. So I knew, okay, we gotta hurry up, do this timeshare, and then meet everybody at the art museum. And trust me, if you guys haven't been to the art museum, you wanna go to the art museum. So we went to the timeshare, right? It was over at the Sahara. Was it the Westin? I think it was the West. Either way, it was a waste of time. I'll tell you that. So we ended up going, you guys, and they were all like, okay, you know, go ahead, sign this paper. We had to fill the paperwork out because we forgot our yellow sheet. This is something that so effed up that he couldn't make it, y'all. He could not make it. He was so effed up. Trust me, Nomad is a good time. Let me tell you.
And this is the problem too. I feel like because it was a kind of first meetup, my hotel was like maybe like I want to say like 20, 30 minutes away from them. So like me driving would have taken a long time to kind of get there too. So, but I was gone. After that first night, I was gone. And I think I woke up. I want to say I woke up maybe, I don't remember. Maybe sometime in the afternoon.
So, but he was effed up, so he couldn't make it. So it was me, Shell, and Tiff that was at the timeshare. And so the guy comes over to us and was all like, hey, you know, we're just having a few issues because like we don't see that you guys have the same address, right? Right? So I was all
doing the right thing says, what the? Oh, my screen just went blank. Doing the right thing says scammers. Yeah, that's a New York that's a New York hustle that was pulled on us, okay? I saw it coming. During the whole time I was just like laughing, like, yeah, this is not gonna work, right? It just sounded too good to be true. It just sounded way too good to be true, right? But yeah, at least they got his money back.
Like, yeah, you know, we did. But he was like, yeah, sometimes when you go over there, they be tripping. But he was like, let me go ahead and talk to my boss. And I was like, yeah, let's talk to the boss or whatever, right? And so
silly, you were in a poly relationship? Like, what am I reading the comments?
He's like explaining the situation to his boss. It was all like, hey, they started tripping, talking about they needed this and that. And then the boss was all like, you guys are married, right? And we're like, yeah, we're married, you know, playing along with it and everything like that. So she was all like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. She was like, so they didn't give you your money back? And we're like, no, they didn't give us our money back. So that's why we came here. And so she was like, okay, well, what I have to do is call and verify. We were like, my God, this better not be no bullshit. You know, we're looking, and I'm like, he set us up. Like the dude, and I forgot his name. He was cool as hell, but I forgot the guy's name. He was cool as hell, but he set us up, right? He's like, hey, let me tell you, like, no matter what, I will give you the money out my pocket, if anything. So I was like, okay, cool. So she had called the people and everything like that. And like, I'm trying to play it cool because I don't want to be like, man, now, you know, you told us this and you made us, and you know, I was like, okay, let me just calm down. And so I was playing it up and I was like, I'm so sorry. I was talking to Shell. I was like, I'm so sorry, babe. It was me. I digress. Anyway, so, you know,
I missed so much, like sleeping that day. I missed so much. And this is funny. I think the first night, we didn't make it to the club. We were supposed to go to the club, right? And I think the second night was the limo, right? So I missed this whole event, right? Until like the limo.
I was like, I can't do 60. And he was like, what can you do? And I was like, I can do 20. And so he's like, okay, fine, I'll take 20. And so I was like, yeah, keep the bracelets. And so, yeah, so I got this Buddha and then I got this bracelet too as well. Now, the thing is, I don't know what any of this mean, y'all. Do y'all mad? And Shell, they're not really gamblers like that.
Shell got she won like $200. She was playing AT2's game, right? There's a slot machine, right? And she won like, I want to say like $200, maybe if my memory served me right. So she was pretty good. She was pretty lucky. I played, I think like $20. I didn't win anything. I just like carried on. I was supposed to play more, but that's what you go to Vegas for, right? But I don't know. Next time I'm definitely gonna potty play more, do more gambling.
So, you know, they didn't really gamble, but me and Tiff, we gamble. But mind you, I was already gambling like all throughout the morning and the day before. So I was good. Oh, shut up. Shut up. Y'all always talking about AT2. You always at the casino, blah. I don't even go to the casino that much. And it's Vegas. Why not live it up, right? So back to the story. Anyway, so that night was the famous limousine night. So the limousine was going to pick us up at Harris, take us to the Vegas sign, then to the waterfall at the Bellagio, and then to the Strip. And yes, the infamous limo ride and everything. What a time. So this is what happened. So the limo was coming at 8 o'clock.
Okay, yes, you're not in a poly relationship. Got it. So, okay. And Lucky said, when I was in Vegas, I didn't gamble. Oh, same here. I only gamble on pennies and sports. Huh. And ponies and sports, I'm sorry. Ponies, that's me. I wonder if AI is good at like predicting like those ponies bets.
O'clock to pick
sports. I don't do sports gambling. Sports. The only sports that I watch is like basketball. That's because of LeBron. When LeBron retires, I'm done. I'm done watching the NBA. Right? What else? Because everything else, I just feel like I don't want to be emotionally invested, right? With something I have zero control over.
Pick us all up and stuff like that, right? Me, Tiff, and Shell were already at the Harris where it was going to pick us up. Nomad was coming from downtown, but Nomad was there early. So Nomad was there. You know, we were all there waiting. And then the limo, she is so cool and just so real and down to earth. And like on YouTube, it's hard to find those kind of people. And I think it just comes with maturity and everything like that. And I love.
Yeah, AT2, I think you put you had it on the screen like valet. So yeah, that was good.
Of how much.
And that's one thing I hate about editing AT2. Trust me, I'm just like, that's why sometimes I like to go live and make mistakes and just carry forward, because I'm just like, they're like, I don't like this. I want to cut this out. I want to take this out. And then next thing you know, like it's supposed to take like 30, 40 minutes and it ended up being like 2-3 hours. And I'm just like, I just want to shoot the whole thing all over again.
She loves her son and how she has this like special connection. Well, I guess all mothers technically, but no, she has a special.
Not all. This sector is proof otherwise. And this sector is different. And that's one thing I would say that people too, that's one thing you should learn from this sector. If you have a loving parents, you can appreciate it. I really mean that. If you have a loving parents, right? And your thing is more like, mommy, you didn't give me my favorite color shirt, right? You should literally appreciate the hell out of them, because as you can see, some of the things you see in the sector, right? Some people just shouldn't be parents at all, right? They should not be parents. So So yeah.
Connection with them. She's a mother of autism, so she definitely, practices what she preaches. She advocates for mothers that have children with autism. Like, she's just a dope woman, and I was all like,
let's make this clarification, okay? I let this kind of hang out when I said Tox is the talent. I was referring to Tox and her boyfriend relationship. She was the talent, right? And there, she took that as mean like in the whole limo. That's not what I meant, right? That's insane. I let her just ride because again, at that time, like Tox is like, she had her agenda, what she wants to say. But that's not what I meant. That's not what I was referring to, okay? It was between her and her boyfriend. I still have a lot more footage of the limo, right? That, again, I'm going to try my best to have it out there in the next month. And another perfect time for me to like kind of like have more clips out there was when Tox's relationship with her boyfriend and what's his name, the official campaign stuff came out. That would have been a perfect time for me to like put out more clips, right? But I just didn't have the time. I was busy at that time. But yeah, just for clarification, when I said she was a talent, right, I was referring to her boyfriend and her in that relationship. She was the talent, right? And so a lot of things they did was circle around her, not in the limo, okay? Because she did say something different, but it's okay. That's Tox. It's all entertainment, right?
Like, hey, is it cool if I bring Bruce? Now, here's the thing. Me and Tox were on the phone about a week and a half before the meetup, and we were kind of talking about how, like, she need to let Bruce go. Is she getting in too much trouble? Because before the infamous incident that you guys seen online with her going to jail, there's another time that he had her locked up and sent her ass to jail. I didn't think that he was coming to do anything or he was trying to ruin the trip. And I didn't think Tox was trying to come and ruin the trip as
what I remember about that trip, right, it was that a lot of the times Bruce was basically trying to calm her down, right? And majority of the time, right, sometimes he kind of like he did engage, but sitting where I was sitting, nothing was gonna happen. Absolutely nothing was gonna happen. And I just felt like at that time it was more for like a lot of things that was occurring was more for the cameras, okay? It was not gonna be a fight. It was just gonna be a bunch of like, hey, they know we're during YouTube, right? And it's more like, hey, let's put up a show. That's what I felt, right? Not from our side, the other side, okay?
As well too, because she was definitely.
But again, it's not trying to like throw shade, bro. It's just more like it is what it is, right? Because again, I don't think Tox wanted to like really get engaged, like in terms of fighting. Because if that was the case, it would just been like, hey, let's not put this on camera. Let's turn this off. Let's go somewhere. It was more entertaining. Okay. It was more entertainment kind of factor.
Giving me a toast, cheersing me, saying like she's so proud of me. And from where I
think Tox is still the bomb. I think this is what I feel like with Tox. Let's be frank. This is what I feel like with Tox, right? Tox came through YouTube during a time, right? I know, again, Tox is the person that taught me about a moderator. I think I said this before, right? Because she used to always get into some drama with her moderator. I was like, who the hell are moderators? Who is she talking about, right? Because Tox was covering like, I was there too when Tox had the infamous like, the curtains was made of like designer stuff. I was there, right? Because YouTube would like send me some weird videos. So I'm like, let me check this out. And I want to say I saw that video maybe like 2 days after or the same day that it occurred, right? But the problem with Tox, right, is that the YouTube algorithm has shifted tremendously. What used to work back in 2021, it's not working right now, right? What's the name of what's the lady name? A mother, I forgot her name, right? Again, this is someone that too I used to watch too a long time ago, right? She came back, she was talking about Sean, etc., right? She called herself Mother, right? And as you can see, right, you see what she does. She's kind of like the new generation, like the algorithm, right? She was basically talking about hair and mixing that up with gossip. One of her videos kind of blew up from that, right? And that's what has to happen right now. A Tox is from the old school. Will work for her. I'm telling you, it's not going to work right now. It's going to be extremely difficult. Let me not say that because you never know. That's one thing too about life. Don't ever hold anyone down because they can literally, she can say, I can say this right now, and she continues on, and a year from now, she has 1 million subscribers. That's how it works, right? But let's just put it like, let me put it this way though, like in general, as a general statement, right? Like how open she was the YouTube algorithm, she needs to start studying that more. And that's what I see like Tox is kind of missing, right? She's a be the bomb back there, back in there. I feel like she can still be the same. She has to tone some few things down, but she needs to literally understand there's a new algorithm, right? And really understand how that stuff works and realize what she should do with her tagging, etc., right? And embrace that, because again, Tox is one of the OGs in the sector that literally wasn't some like pure unadulterated, right, from back in the days. And if you know anything about the Black Tea sector, you should definitely know who Toxic Diamond was, right? Tox and what's her name? The few of them per their names, like I cannot remember, right? But Tox was definitely one of those people. And again, that's why I said too on YouTube, if you have 50,000 people watch, if you see a video that says 50,000 people, right? Let's say 35,000 of those are like humans, right? Just like coming in there, like watching, rewatching, etc., right? So sometimes the algorithm, the way it counts is kind of weird, right? But let's just say 35,000 of those people are like are humans, right? You got to realize out of those humans, right? Fewer maybe remember what you did a few years from now, right? So it's very important that you kind of like make sure that even myself, that's why I have to delete my prior one and make sure I try to like change, right? And be very careful what you put out there. Because I still remember that. The videos are no longer there. And I think Trees was saying something about how like, something about talk me. I forgot what she said, but I guess the difference is between Trees' situation and Tox's situation is that I think Trees was calling me out for saying like, well, I'm sitting close to Tox. Look what Tox did to her child, right? I guess the difference between Tox and Trees is like, I feel like with Tox, you could say, I feel she does want to change. I feel like in her soul, she does want to change. That's what I honestly believe. This is my personal stuff, right? But does she have some like things kind of like sometimes she gets in her way, right? Like look at the situation with AT2, right? Like she could have used that as a way to like build bridges, right? But she got in her way. But Trees does some other shit. Tox is gonna say, meet me on the street, your ass up. Trees is gonna call your job and trying to get you fired. Do you get what I'm saying? It's a whole different thing. Like Trees will literally just be right there. Tox will do want to see you in the street, right? Tox will do some crazy shit, right? But Trees just does some other stuff. Tox is not out there literally just been doing the most, right? She does the most to herself. She uses her whole lifestyle, some kind of like entertainment, like it's a show, right? Trees want to like put other people like down, right? And have them be her show. That's the difference. That's why I said like it's not the same, okay?
I started to where I am now. And so it was all love. So, I wasn't coming with any intention, or I didn't think she was coming with any intention to try to ruin the event or whatever, right? Now, how did I forget the part with the art museum? All right, so after we got our money back, I had to then get everybody ready to go to the art museum. Nomad was still toe up, so he couldn't meet us at the art museum, but DC and Tox were meeting us at the art museum, right? So I will say, for the art museum, we was running a little late because I had to go back and get our money, right? I'm just saying, had to go back and get the money. So we was running a little late. So DC ends up going through the art museum like hella fast, hella quick. I didn't get a chance to meet up with them. And let me tell you, the art museum is so beautiful. It's like an interactive museum. It's a lot going on. It's hard to really describe it, but if you guys are into like museums and stuff like that, please check out the art museum. I'll tell you that.
Well, that looks good.
Right.
No, Lucky, no, Lucky, they did too much too early. And don't forget too, Lucky, I was in a whole different time zone, right? So coming from where I was, like I think the flight was like six hours. So I think H2's like in LA. He was already kind of there, right? So his time zone is not really affected. So I think the shift in my time zone really got to me. No. I was just taking shots and doing regular drink, right? It was just, I think it was the shift in time zone.
Really
listen. Let's just put it this way, because if I say certain things, some people are gonna say, "Oh, see, he's an alcoholic," right? I guarantee, a lot of people here cannot outdrink me. I'm not saying. Well, let's put it this way. Now maybe it's changed, but maybe 5 years ago, a lot of you guys, I want to say 95% of the people here can outdrink me. I'm getting too old for that, but but yeah, I didn't realize you had a 3 hour time difference. Yeah, time zone was different. It's just a flight. I was kind of like exhausted. And don't forget by the time I came in there, I want to say I flew in I forgot what time I flew in. It was pretty early in the morning, right? So I didn't get enough sleep the night before, right? And kind of like barely slept in an airplane, right? And got in there, and then the drinking, etc. So that's why I was kind of like, one day I was completely knocked out.
Like the art.
Manifest aloha, hey chat, and hey nomad in chat. Shot of what? Oh shit, what was I drinking? You gotta ask them. I forgot what I was mixing it up. I was mixing it up. We had a few shots. We definitely had a few shots. I want to say maybe we had and myself too drinking. Ooh, maybe 6 shots that I can remember that I took to. So yeah.
Art museum. They were like, wow.
And again, too, like I usually drink responsible, right? But of course, I was not driving. Yeah, someone drove my car. And another thing too, like I had Gatorade. I had a bunch of like things, because one thing about when you're drinking is like you want your electrolytes to be increase your electrolytes, right? That's what really caused a lot of dehydration, and so I had a lot of electrolytes.
To like, this is like really dope. And my thing was like,
I know, trust me. Lucky, trust me, I was knocked the hell out, right? But also too, it's just like the time zone, etc., right? But yeah, because usually too now I don't drink that much, right? Because I'm trying to get back in shape.
Didn't want to do the whole party thing. Like I wanted people to have the Vegas experience, and because Tox used to live in Vegas, but everyone else, they're not from Vegas, so it was like a chance for them to really get to experience everything Vegas has. I just didn't want it to be like a party the whole time. The limo. So the first place that we went to was actually the Vegas sign. So we got a chance to go to the Vegas sign. I thought that was really cool, getting able to get a group picture together, because what it is that there's this guy who has lighting and everything like that. You tip him and then he'll take your group picture and everything like that. And he took like solo individual pictures for people too as well. He was really dope. I liked how they have it now, because I remember originally when this was like years ago.
Lucky, you're gonna see the limousine. I have it. Do you want me to play it, Lucky?
Ago, usually those excursions that take you to the sign, usually your limo driver is taking the picture for you, but now they have a professional there, because also the lighting is really bad, so you need like not a ring light, but you need some kind of lighting to lighten up the picture, because you're just gonna look dark. Shout out to all the dark skins, but I'm just saying you're gonna look dark because it's no lighting. The lighting is bad. The lighting they made for black people, let me just say that. We need special lighting. We just can't have any kind of lighting. We need special lighting. So that was cool, getting that group photo and stuff like
Mr. Fun Size, aloha, welcome.
Like that. And so Tox is streaming. Mind you, I didn't realize that Tox was streaming the whole time. I thought like there was certain moments where she wasn't. I knew Nomad was going to be recording because he bought like his professional camera and everything like that. So I knew Nomad was going to record. And mind you, I didn't mind people recording and stuff like that. I just didn't know she was live the whole damn time. I'm like, damn, she recorded everything. Now, the one thing is like, I still haven't went back to watch her videos, just because like, I know there was probably some stuff said that probably would hurt me. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to go back and watch it. I'll just, chuck it up and let it go. I have the memories and I have the version of Vegas that I want to keep. So that's why I'm not going back to like watch her stuff, because I feel
okay, Lucky, I got you. After AT2, I'm going to like play some parts of it. Okay.
like that's just going to bring up the whole drama and make us go back and forth, even though I'm kind of talking about it right now. We ended up going to the liquor store before we went to the water show. And so, everybody got out, and I was like, damn, these people like to drink, because everybody got out. I ended up staying in. And then I think Shell might have stayed back with me. Yeah, I think Shell stayed back with me, and everybody else headed in to go get drinks and stuff like that. Listen, I spent the $700 on the limo. The least they can do is, get some other drinks and stuff like that. Like, come on now. And by the way,
I want to shout out to H2 for really doing that. I really mean that. I truly mean that. Like putting your own money, and this is I think I said this before, right? I got my dream job, right? I was born in Benin City, Nigeria, right? And a lot of times I'm just like, what the hell? How did I overcome a lot of the stuff that like obstacles in life, right? And I honestly believe, right? It's like my forefathers like watching over me, right? Honestly believe that, right? Because a lot of things in my life, right? The challenges, right? I've overcome, right? And I got my dream job, right? I wish I can say, that's what I'm saying. I wish I can say certain things. And maybe I'm going to start doing that. When I get like membership back, I'm going to say certain things behind the paywall, right? Because someone may know someone that going through the exact same thing and say like, okay, well, if you want to talk to Nomad or whatever, right? And the dream job, I don't want, and that's the thing about me, I'm not bragging, right? I don't brag, right? Because just as we'll call him Ogun, right? The basically Nigerian god, right? Just like he can give you that, he can take it away, right? It's very interesting too. Like, I don't want to go all over the place. So I've got my dream job, and I came to the realization when I got my dream job is the fact that like a lot of things in life, it's not what you know, is who you know, right? And I was done at that moment when it came to the realization of that. I was like, I was kind of done with my dream job, right? And I left after a few years, a year and a half in there, right? And a year and a few months, I don't want to say the exact month, almost 2 years. And one thing, my next journey now, it's like really trying to like do something that doesn't require other people, right? And so I wish I had an entrepreneur spirit, like AT2, like some of those people have in the sector, right? And that's why I like to support certain things, right? Even when I talk about trees, etc., right? You could tell Trees has an entrepreneur spirit, right? It's just some personal stuff, like maybe most likely, a lot of times because of like my personal experience, so like with family, etc. That's why I don't like, I look at her a certain kind of way, right? But overall, I love people to have that entrepreneur kind of like spirit, right? And for him to like put his own money, to like for H2, go back to H2, why I'm even saying all this stuff. It's like putting your own money, right? And then having an event like that, right? Of course, like the drama with the stuff, but etc. But it's how amazing that is, right? So kind of like, it's not necessarily giving back, but just kind of like really believing in yourself, right? And having that mature, right? And then being able to like throw an event like that. I really truly believe, like I really, really admire stuff like that, okay? And coming from like me, just like I believe in like doing what I was doing, like and working for the main kind of thing, and now having his own thing, doing his own thing, right? Being rewarded for that, right? And having to like kind of like create his like his own like a universe. I love that. Really, really find that admirable. Okay. No video of the water show. Fact Nomad. I want to see. Okay. Tox Freestyle. Hey love. Okay. Perfect. Okay. But I really truly believe that, again, investing in himself and just having that party. Okay. And this is one thing too. Even myself, I'm trying to challenge myself to like do things that I have to do something I like, I enjoy. Right? I really have to do that, right? I want to enjoy something. Again, this is talk about YouTube, because I have a 10-year YouTube journey, right? And I don't really know. Like H2 said, like for him, he's like, okay, I want to do entertainment, I want to make people laugh, etc. Right? For me, I don't really know. I don't really know. But I do love cameras, right? I do like some tech stuff, right? So I'm trying to incorporate that. But I would love one day to like even do what he does, right? And kind of like do that for my own. I think that to me is gonna be better than like my dream job that I dreamt of, or like realizing that it's really not for me, because again, you realize in corporate America, it's not really what you know, it's who you know, right?
Wait, we were only supposed to get 2 bottles of champagne, but they ended up giving us like 3 or 4 bottles of champagne. So I thought that was really dope. Again, my driver name was Sean from Presidential Limousine. He was cool as hell.
Yeah, lucky, same here. And that's one thing I'm going to do too, like this 3 days. Lucky, there's so many things I got to get done. So many things. Myself and House of Queens, we're going to work on something. House of Queens, just so you know about me, right? I'm not like a lot of this, like Ben Israel, just talk, right? So when we do sit down and plan this stuff, right, prepare to go fast. It's going to go really fast, okay? Because I have an idea, but I want to kind of like brainstorm with you first. But some of this tech stuff is just like, and I feel like that's what I want to do on my channel too sometimes. It's like, can I tell you guys a secret? No, I'm not going to say this. I was going to show you guys a secret of my other channel, right? I don't want to do it. I do not want to do it because I know my haters are watching. Because I want my haters to fail. I really do. Like, I'm not talking about haters like everyone has a hater. I want the people, like there's a lot of negative people here that just like, they're gross. I want them to fail, right?
Because let me tell you, when we went to the Bellagio for the water show and then got back in, that's where you see the infamous limousine argument and everything like that. I don't think people realize I was
doing the right thing. Doing the right thing says, I love the way H2 changed his platform, right? Not just gossip from Section 8 sector and news and politics. I never had this full conversation with AT2. H2, I believe I made you start going to politics. I 100% believe that. My beef with AT2, right? I will never forget, right? When H2 and I was beefing again, we were over this stuff, right? I would never forget. I made a video going at H2 that one day. That one video had like 3,000 views that exact same day, right? It started going. Part of the reason why I deleted it, so I'm like, YouTube's probably gonna like flag me for the shit because I was saying some things I shouldn't say, right? But I remember in that video, H2, I said some few things. I feel like after that few things that I said, I feel like I want to say a week later, H2 started talking about politics. I know maybe a lie, of course, but I still believe, I take it to myself. I feel like I'm the reason why H2 started talking about politics. H2 may disagree. He did. I think we had the conversation slightly. He said no, right? But for our beef, I believe H2 was not talking about politics at all, right? Because what I was gonna do too, I download all his videos and I was gonna go in, but I got bored. I'm just like, whatever. I don't want to like, because for one day I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this, but my life get really busy, and I'm just like, I'll do it later, and later I end up deleting it, and again, going back to what I say, H2, I think we need to have this conversation. I think I made you start talking about politics because H2 is doing amazing. Oh yeah, talk about debate. H2 says he wants to debate people about politics. Interesting. I think I'm gonna join that. Is H2? Are you still here? Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should jump into your politics stuff. Like you say you want to debate people. Maybe I can debate you with certain things. But you have to let me know. Oh, maybe I'm gonna reach out to you right now. Let's see what you say.
Trying to play it cool because Sean had said, the driver, he was all like, hey, do you need me to go back to the hotel or y'all still want to go to the strip? The partition was down. It wasn't like the partition was up. The partition was down. And Tiff had something like she was gonna throw, and then Tox had something like she was gonna throw something. And so that's why I'm like, my God, if they end up hitting the driver or the driver sees some commotion, like he gonna tell us to get the fuck out. And again, I spent about $700 on this shit. So I was worried because I didn't want to lose my money. And honestly, you guys, not even just the money. I wanted everybody to have a good time. And that's not what I wanted. And so this is one of the things I wanted to clear up. I'm not thinking I'm gonna put a reality show together and I'm gonna have people do stuff. That's not what I want to do.
No, that was not the goal.
That wasn't a thought process that I had to we gonna do some drama.
Spirit says, did you start your crypto coin yet? No, I have. Well, I was into crypto. I was into crypto. A lot of things a lot of videos I made about finance and trading and all this stuff like that. Right? I deleted those videos because again, I want some people are so toxic here, so negative. I want them to fail. But if you have any questions about certain things, do ask me. Okay. Do ask me. I can definitely guide you to where I have this video. So I am gonna upload on a different channel, right? Where I'm gonna do crypto trading using Claude, okay, or other AI tools, okay. So I'm gonna do that because I want some people in the sector to fail. I feel like a lot of evil people should not succeed. That's what I honestly believe. That's what makes the world sucks, right? Look at someone like Donald Trump. Or regarding your 3D printer, no, I have not. I have not. That's gonna be this plan for this weekend. And also too, Spirit. My daughter, I got my 3D printer, and my daughter wanted one too. Let me go get it. Let me go get the stuff. Right. My daughter wanted one too. So actually, I'm just gonna tell you something about bringing it. So now I have my project, and my daughter went to the makers of the stuff, right? They have a website where you can 3D print everything, and she literally has a 300 items that she wants to print. She has a list of which one comes first. So it's gonna be I'm doing the 3D printing, and she's gonna have a lot her project. I'm gonna show you some of them.
No, that just naturally happened, Well, it kind of naturally happened because Tiff was sitting in Tox spot 3 different times, Again, it happened when we got back from the Vegas sign. Then it happened when we got back from the liquor store. Then it happened the third time. And then that's when you guys see the whole blow up and everything like that. And again, I stand on what I said in my original video. And both
crazy, that relationship I just thought about too. It reminds me of Mel. I mean, not Mel. Oh my God, not Mel. Mel, sorry. It reminds me of Sammy and Ben, right? How is Ben hitting on women live, but Sammy is being mad at the women, right? And even like some of the women is like kind of like faulting them for like being like women and like why are you attracted to him kind of thing, right? And I feel like that's what happened in Switching too. Like Toxic's kind of like faulting him for like faulting the women for him looking at them, right? But yeah, that's weird.
Kind of dark in there, so I don't know how you're looking at ass
Mel,
or whatever.
not you. Not, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Mel, you know what? I read your last comment, and that's what it is. Your name was stuck in my brain. Okay. Real quick. Again, this is nothing to do with the conversation, but real quick. Spirit. This is my Pekin did. This is my Pekin did. Sorry guys, we got to take a little detour. Okay. Window share. Let's go real quick. Oh, it's not gonna let me do it.
Hey, whatever they got going on in their relationship, they got going on in their relationship. But that was one of the things that kind of ticked her off in the initial beginning. And then you add in everything that happened at the limo, everybody drinking, having a good time. And then when emotions are heightened, then people go off, right? The only part that I didn't like really was that we had to keep everybody separate. So DC went off with Tox and Bruce, and then it was me, Nomad, Shell, and Tiff. I wanted all of us to go to Fremont Street and have a good.
Real quick, guys. Real quick. Let's see. So this is like with the 3D printing. These are all the things in like few days of my daughter's like kind of like having her list of things that she has to like 3D print. And I'm gonna keep it. That's why I said like certain things I wish I can share. It's just like how cool. Like okay, let's. You guys see it? You guys seeing it? Sorry. Yeah. Okay. I think you guys can see it. The 3D printer that I'm using is called Bamboo, right? That it's really easy to set up, right? I have an old one that previously that you had to do all this alignment, you have to do all this stuff. No, like this one is relatively extremely easy to do. Okay, and it's the Bamboo Lab A1. Did I get the other one? Awesome sauce. Yeah, these are the lists she already has. Like Jesus Christ, she has like more than 200, and this is what she has for me. Let's make sure I don't have any. This is what she has for me, right? She's a fan of like dragons, right? This is what she has for me. She wants me to print this one out, right? Because her printer is not gonna be to do this. And I wanted something scary. This is one of the coolest thing I've seen. This house. Look how cool that is. For your plants, you can have a little like tree house. Look how awesome that is. I thought it was pretty cool. So the printing is going to commence today. I think I'm going to get rid of this out. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I think my ADHD is kicking in. So let's continue on. So let's go back to AT2. Let's see.
Good time. Like I didn't like that it was separated. Like yeah, it had to be to kind of calm and smooth things over, and you know, and also too,
Brother Kai, aloha. Let's see. Make sure I read some comments. I'm going to church to find my husband. Jesus is my.
I didn't want Tiff to drink again. She ended up drinking again, but you know, I just kind of wanted everybody to be cool, be good, you know, and so it was just unfortunate that all of us.
H2, yeah, I'm definitely gonna do my 3D printer live, right? But I'm not sure if I want to do it in this channel though, right? I feel like I should do it here. It's kind of like change my direction of where I'm heading to, because man, that 3D printer is like no joke. It's no joke. I may do that. Yeah, I'm actually gonna do that, H2. I'm definitely gonna do that. What I want to do, this is what I was trying to do. This stuff really got me depressed. That's why I'm like hitting the gym hard. As you guys can see, I have like a bench press in my garage now. So I wanted to do a 3D printing of myself, right? So I went outside and I had the camera kind of like follow me all the way around to do so. Dude, why tell me I looked so tired? It just like made a 3D video of myself. I looked so freaking tired. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a video of myself, and then I'm gonna transfer that into like the 3D imagery, so I can have a statue of myself. I have the H2D. I have. Let me show you what I have. I'm gonna show you what I have. I'm gonna show you what my daughter have. Okay. Give me 1 second.
Couldn't hang out as a big group together. We had to separate. That's the only thing like I really didn't like. The limo, like I said, it is what it is. You know, like we ended up continuing the night and everything was fine. You know, we separated and stuff like that and everything kind of smoothed out.
Guys, I was going to show you the the exact one that I have, but unfortunately it keeps showing like, let's see. It keeps showing the location of how quick. So I don't want to like dox myself, but the one that I have is called the Bamboo P2S. This, like a lot of YouTubers, this is like they're always like the pick for like the ones to get. Okay, right now it's on sale for $700, right? With the combo, and that doesn't have a lot of things that what you really need, but it gets you there. It gets you like 95% there. Okay. Then you have to pick out your colors, etc. Okay. But yeah, so that's the one that I have. Again, it's not bad at all. And some people use this as business, like the whole 3D printing like business. So let's see, maybe that's what I'm going to do like my content for this weekend. Okay. Start doing some 3D printing.
There's some things that are kind of tied up, but again, she's throwing her own meetup. And so I like that, you know, with my meetup, it also inspired other people. And I'm not saying.
Speaking of Tree's meetup, I thought Trees was not going to do it. Low key, I really thought like it was not going to happen. Sorry, guys. I messed up something. I really thought Trees was not going to do it. I thought it was not going to happen, but yeah, it looks like someone organized it for her. But yeah, shout out to her for doing that, because I really 100% thought like I was gonna bet money on it, like she wasn't gonna do it, but it did happen, so I was wrong.
And that AT2 was the first to do his meetup, but again, I don't think there had been a really big YouTube meetup or anything like that. So again, it inspired other people to do their own, and I hope more people do meetups. Like I would love to meet all you guys. You know, that's yeah.
She was ready to get the hell out of there. And this is what I'm talking about. That's why I said like we need more people like her. But this sector needs to change a little bit first, because she was done with the mess. I was just there laughing. I was like laughing, right? And Shell was like, nah, she's out of it. She was so over it at that time, okay?
How was he like, yo, Shell was done with us after the whole limo thing. She was done. She was like, I'm gonna call man.
She was out of there.
Listen, I ain't mad at Shell at all. Do your thug thizzle. She probably gonna be mad at me that I put her.
I can't do a meetup. I can, well, if I want to do a meetup, I have to like really dedicated like my content to the kind of people I want to be there. Like truthfully, I cannot do a meetup. I would join several meetups, right? Until like I find myself, right? Let's say I go into like the 3D printing community, right? I would definitely do a meetup there. And talking to Spirit too, like who said that? Empress. Maybe you can help me with yours. Do you have the bamboo, right? You have the bamboo one too, right? Maybe you can help me, because that's what I want to start like learning more about that. But I guess I want to do my meetup around like the content that I really enjoy, right? Because AT2 found his niche, right? He found what he likes, right? I still haven't found mine, right? Because you can see it's all scattered all over the place. And even now, like I deleted like videos like from this a lot of videos from the sector, right? I may have like one or two, and I may start going back to my other channel. But would I like to do a meetup one day? Absolutely. His audio sounds great. AT2
business on blast, but hey, you know, she called her friend, you know, whatever.
No, AT2 has the same camera, but he just knows how to like make do the setting right now. That's why his quality looks better.
Listen, I don't blame her. After all that shit, yeah, I need a little time away from. So I got it, you know, because I thought her friend was supposed to like hang out with us and stuff like that. He didn't want to hang out with us, especially after that shit. I don't blame. But anyway, Day 3, I didn't really have anything planned because I knew some people were going home and then some people were, going to be drunk or whatever. So day 3, I was just kind of playing it by ear. I did get a chance to see Shell before she left. Again, I want to say that Shell is a good time. Shell is beautiful inside and out. I just love how much she contributes to the environment. Like, you ever just see somebody or be around somebody who just has like a positive, good energy? She's one of those people. Like, wherever she goes, she lights up a room. And so I am so grateful that I
definitely a good time. Definitely a good time. She's not stuck up, very like down to earth. Okay. She was very nice at the meetup. We need more people like her. But we know people like Sammy is gonna drive her away. Okay.
I got a chance to meet Shell. She is dope as hell. So I got to see her off. And honestly, she's the inspiration for this meetup in August, because we were talking about how much fun it was. Even with the limo situation, it was hella fun. And we were like, we need to do this again. And I was like, yeah. I was all like, maybe.
Lucky, what's your Instagram? Hey, Lucky, I'm not trying to hit on you, Lucky. What's your Instagram? I want to. You gotta send me that info, because you know how it is, Lucky, in this place. Going to the DM basically means we're married.
Maybe like in August, she was like, would you do Vegas again? And I was like, yeah, I would do Vegas again. And so she was like, I want to see if I can come again.
Lucky, because what I want to do, but it's a little bit hard now. I want to print, like, I was thinking like if I want to do like a business for it, I wanted to like print like statue of people, right? So like they can have a picture of themselves, and I'll like kind of like put it in like the 3D stuff and then print them like a statue. But I want to do it myself first, okay? Because my daughter wants to print out like drag all the like stuff, but I wanted to kind of like, maybe I want to do some business stuff. I'm kind of like, I want to play around with it first and then kind of see. There's some ideas that I have, right? Because one of the most expensive things is get into like cameras like as a hobby. It is stupid expensive, ridiculously expensive, right? I don't want to tell you how much my cameras cost. It will make Io's Louis stuff look like a joke, okay? Because they're very expensive. But a lot of times too, I was thinking about doing like 3D printing, like a lot of some of cameras equipment stuff. But again, that's what I'm saying. Like, do I want to put it here, or do I want to show like on a different channel, right? Because the 3D printing, like some stuff I bought for the camera is like $60-$70, right? And I'm looking at them like, this looks like nothing but plastic, and so printer stuff is like 6 cents. Yeah, cameras are expensive, absolutely, very expensive. The hobby is extremely expensive, extremely expensive. Again, I don't want to say how much like my stuff costs, right? But yeah, it gets up there. And one thing, again, 3D printed for that, and also 3D printed for like people, right? Because a lot of people are very vanity driven, right? So the quick way to make money is to like provide services for the vanity, right? Doing like a statue of like someone. I think that, I don't know. I'm thinking of this stuff first. I have to try it for myself first before I do it, right?
So this actually is inspired by her. So hopefully I get to see Chef.
Mel said she's gonna 3D print. Mel, you're stupid. You're gonna 3D print. Maybe I should do that too. Why not? Yo, that's funny.
Sometime in the future. So that day, Tox was supposed to meet up with her, but Tox was drunk as hell. DC ended up leaving that day because she had to go back to work. So we didn't get a chance to hang out with her again. And then with Tiff and Nomad, they were still going to be around. So me, Nomad, and Tiff went to Lolo's Chicken and Waffles.
So good.
That place is so busy. The wait time was literally an hour. I was like, an hour? Like, what the hell? Food was good. I would also say too that the bar area, there was like enough room for everybody to say, like sometimes they be
like, I don't know that much good soul food spot around here. I guess the one that like everyone knows about is Sylvia's? I think Sylvia's is okay. Isn't that great? But like, I feel like the place that we went to like in Vegas was really, that thing was like that. It was on a spot. It was perfect. It was really good. Sylvia's, to me, I just feel like I don't like the location, and Sylvia's again is a place in New York. So if you guys don't know,
really trying to pack everybody in the bar. Like, it was enough space for all of us. I will say that the music was dope. I think they even had a DJ too there. Like, it was live. Like, I'm telling you, if you guys haven't checked out that spot, it's like right down the street from.
Lucky it did. It absolutely did. It absolutely did. Fab used to always talk about that spot, so I had to check it out like years ago. And then I said I've been to Sylvia's maybe like 10 times, I want to say, but I always felt like it was a little too I don't know. I don't like to talk too bad about places, okay? Because again, that's someone's business, okay? I don't want to talk too bad about it, right? Let's see. It was Harlem, USA. Yeah. Maybe we should have a meetup over there. I'm surprised. I'm looking for the New York meetup. That's what I'm looking for, the meetup. Look, Aaron and Essence met up. I asked Essence for what is it called? For like I want to do, and this is what I'm talking about, my style. I'm all over the place, right? All over the place like bird shit, right? It's like I asked Essence for I want to do like not an interview, kind of like with Essence. I want to kind of do like, let her just talk about like her time in the tea sector, all right, without saying any names, right? That's what I reach out to Essence. Let's see if she's gonna say yes. Actually, I'm gonna check right now to see what she says. But look, Aaron and Essence kind of meet up, right? That's a small little meetup. I feel like it's enough people in the tea sector for us to have like a good New York meetup. I think that would be awesome. That would really be awesome.
The Harris and the link.
Let me see.
Make sure you guys check out Lolo's Chicken and Waffles. The food was really good. So when we got back, Nomad wanted to do like interviews and stuff like that with us, you know, because he brought his camera and everything like that. And we were going to talk about the whole limo thing. Well, me and Nomad ended up going to the Caesars and recording that video that you seen that he had posted. Now, here's the
AT2, you know, like, when I got in front of the camera, right, I get like, this. I start like overthinking, like, well, I shouldn't have said this. I start like going in, right? As soon as I turn on the camera, H2 was just like right on it, right? So some people are just natural. And I think H2, like, again, that's why he wants to do this as a career, right? He's just natural on camera, okay? What you guys see here, this is one take. We end up doing 2 takes. The reason for the 2 takes is I wanted to have like a different angle, right? But literally, it was kind of like, well, let's put it 2 takes. 2 takes basically means like, in 1 take actually, it literally took 1 time for AT2 to say, this is what he wants to do and just execute it, right? So some of us are just born like that, right? Of course, maybe he did probably like train for that, but it's just natural to him. For me, I would have been like, I don't like this, I don't like that, but it was just so natural for him, okay? Here.
Welcome everybody to AT2's Meet and Greet 2026. Listen, I know some of y'all couldn't make it, but the ones who did make it, I appreciate. I love y'all. We had a time.
Back in prison in this room. You won't slap the fuck out of me. Let us go. Come on.
No, this shit is not refunded. Come on. I spent $700. Shut up. I spent $700 on this shit, and it's not refundable. Give me the $700. Okay, then. We good.
Yeah, we good.
And I know a lot of y'all like, AT2, I want to come next time. But listen, just watch and see what happened when we met for the first time this year. Mind you, we got some...
Again, like literally like 1 take. Like, again, we had making 2 scenes, right? But it was just so natural for him. Very natural, okay? And Brother Kai, it was not scripted. I can promise you, I was there. Brother Kai, I'm telling you, it was 100% not scripted. You see the personalities here. I'm telling you, Kai needs to come on a meetup, right? I think Kai is one of the funniest person here, right? You need to come on a meetup. You're gonna see. Think about these people here, right? And put them in like some kind of like house or whatever the case may be. You know what's gonna happen. It's gonna feel scripted, but you know it's not, because these guys are insane. Insane, right? Yeah. So this is what he's talking about.
Strong personality.
Lucky, this is what we're talking about too with the video.
I'm gonna beat her up.
Let's have some fun.
I'm gonna let her swing first and then I'm gonna fuck her up.
Strong individuals, strong people who are like strong-willed. So at the end of the day, you know some shit was about to pop off. And trust me,
it popped off.
Niggas don't play with me, you know I'ma do something. You gon' do, and I'm tough. Nigga like Mike Tyson. You already know you roll the dice with me, nigga. That shit ain't no snake eyes. I'm being up, nigga with the motherfucking knife. Nigga slicing shit, it's a slicing dice. Fuck you mean, you know how I do. I knock a bitch out, bite on me like Mike Tyson. So fucking do.
I know you guys want to know what happened in the limo. Let's just say it got a little wild, right? But if anything, you guys are going to enjoy it. And let's be honest, y'all ain't got shit else to talk about. So I know y'all been waiting to see this footage. And we gonna bring it to you.
And this is what I'm talking about. My messy ass wanted to do. I wanted to show the liquor store first, and then I wanted to show like this is how it all started, kind of thing. Again, this is supposed to be like a few videos I make. Okay, so I'm just being like messy with this one here, but overall it was really fun. Okay, it was really fun. So I don't want this to like deter anyone from like going to any future event. It's probably not gonna like be like this, right? But yeah. The infamous seat. See from now, that's TV.
Cause what the fuck? You want me to sit right here, my nigga sit right there? Or where you want my nigga to sit? Don't call me no bitch, cause I ain't called you no bitch. Calm the fuck down.
Hold on.
Good vibes, y'all. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. We good, baby. We good. We good. Come on, baby. We good. We good, baby. Come on.
You got me fucked up, bitch.
Come on.
You keep coming for me and my nigga.
Yeah, so that's the infamous video. Lucky, did you see it? If you go to the video tab of my my YouTube channel, right, you're gonna find it. That video, again, I'm gonna have to go back and like do some edits. The reason why it didn't blow up is because YouTube age restricted it. So I can fight it. I just didn't. I was like, it is what it is. So whoever wants to see it. But I can also remake it, right? And then repost it, okay? So try to take out any discrepancy that YouTube says like it's considered age restricted. Because that video, I'm telling you, man, that was fun. That was really fun. And again, it took me a few hours to kind of make, but it was just posting it. Man, I tried something new and it just didn't work out. No, not me yet. Check it out, Lucky. Check it out. So go to the video tab in my channel to see it.
Tiff was supposed to be with us, but Tiff was all like, yeah, I'm gonna go to my room, real quick and get something. And we're like, okay. And then about like 30 minutes later, Tiff never came down. She never answered her phone. So Tiff was knocked out because I ended up meeting with her later on that night. So again, me and Nomad went to Caesars and we were able to record that little video, the intro to the video that he posted about the limousine, right? And so Nomad, I had to take him back to his car and, drop him off. And then he ended up going home that night. And then me and Tiff, we just kind of walked the strip and stuff like that. And we just chilled. And then she ended up going back to her room to nap because she had to leave like at, I want to say like 4 a.m. So everybody ended up leaving. So yeah. Now, like
Kyle always got you.
I I said, I told you guys that Tiff is a good time, but she pissed me off twice. So before we went to Lolo's Chicken and Waffles, right, I was telling her, I was like, hey, Nomad said that he's there already. You know, we got to go. I was texting her. She was like, okay, yeah, I just got done, you know, taking a shower and putting my clothes on. I was like, okay, cool. Called her back like 30 minutes later. I was like, hey, you know, are you coming down?
That's why she didn't go with us, right? That's why she didn't go with us with the camera. I was supposed to interview Shells too. I was supposed to. Oh yeah, guys. Oh yeah. Thanks to you guys for staying here. I was supposed to interview Jag too. That was going to be the secret like interview I had. Odell, we had it up. Odell, I was reaching out to him, right, previously. And by the time I got there, I let him know, but it was already kind of too late, right? I think the second day I was already there, and Odell gave me his number to call him. And I just shoot him like, hey, why don't we talk kind of like on my Instagram kind of thing. So I guess I should have called him. But yeah, but that was supposed to be my secret kind of interview, right? Well, not necessarily Jag, but like something to do with Odell, right? So we were going to talk, I was going to talk to Odell. So that was, again, that's something I never said previously. Jag, and again, I'm not saying Jag is in Vegas, but let's just say I was talking to Odell, right? And I was trying to do something with him while I was out there. And was Jag in Vegas? I don't know, right? But I'm thinking if they're probably together, they're probably in the same location, right? But that would have been cool. So next time I go out there, let me reach out to him. If I don't do it now, I'm probably gonna forget.
Like, I'm still getting ready. I was like, okay. Called her, you know, an hour later. She was like, oh, are you ready? And I was like, well, yeah, we're supposed to be ready like 30 minutes ago. Total.
Absolutely. Again, the event with Tiff, I feel like Tox just felt like her boyfriend was looking at other women and kind of blamed the women. That's what I feel like. Also, I must say this before Tox say that's not true. She's right because of the season 2. Like every time, like it was 3 times that occurred that when Tox was kind of like we got out the limo, right, and came back and Tiff was kind of sitting there. Tiff was just like tired at that time, right? She just wanted to like kind of take a break and yeah, that had to do with it too.
Like nobody was cheap. Like nobody was all like, this is me, you know, this is my stuff, blah. No, everybody was all like, hey,
Mel, you said she was gonna make me DoorDash for the interview. No, it was more Odell, right? Let's be before they say like that's a lie. It was more Odell. I was communicating with Odell, right? He didn't want to commit to like if Jag was gonna be there, but definitely was gonna have something to do with him. So definitely was gonna be an interview. So Odell, I just reached out to him right now. If he wants to do it, I have a better camera now. One thing I would say about this camera is good, but it's what is it called? The autofocus always misses, right? So if he wants to do that, I got something way better. And again, my thing is more about production. I want to make the people look good, right? So it's not a more like who's right or wrong kind of thing a little bit, because you guys can make your decisions online, but it's just more about me kind of like learning to like improve like my my video work. Okay. I don't do this for a living. It's just my hobby. Some people like to like do other things, party. I don't party. I kind of like, I love cameras. I love like all the different nerdy kind of stuff, right? And that's my hobbies.
Let me get this round, let me get this, let me get that. Like nobody was being like cheap like that. So I want to say that was one of the other things that I love, like no cheap people. So if you come in the 21st or the 23rd in August, don't be cheap, okay? So let me tell you guys about Nomad. It was dope meeting Nomad. Like I said, I think that no one really knows his story and he doesn't let people know his story. That's why like some people might be indifferent from him. But I think once you get to know him, you're like, you make a lot of sense now, you know? And I think other people don't realize like Nomad actually has like a career job. He makes actual money. Like I think most people just write him off as like, he's just a guy that just sometimes show up on YouTube. Like, no, he legit has a career and everything like that. He's a father.
I think a lot of people here have careers though. I think like, again, a lot of people here are like 30s and 40s and 50s, right? And so I think a lot of people here, and that's one thing too. That's why I say I gotta find something that I really enjoy. I know when I go live, it's like I'm saying this person said this person said this. I'm gonna say this very childish nonsense, right? That's what it really is, right? But yeah, I think a lot of us have careers here. I get what he's saying too, but I just feel like that's why a lot of times too people call me like, hey, can you get on like the panel? You have to really give me a heads up, because again, I don't want to say what I do for a living, right? There's certain times I get very busy, extremely busy, right? That even as soon as I come home, I gotta be with my girls, and I cannot be live while my girls is here, because they hear everything. They hear everything. They hear everything. My daughters have never seen me go live, right? But they know how to say aloha, right? So it's one of those things that so I have to be very careful what is being said, right? But I am very busy. So if you want me live, even today, I have time this weekend, right? So I'm gonna jump on some people lives, okay? If anyone is live after our go off, I think Polo was live before, I may jump on that one. So I got to start doing things like that. I'm being very, very busy, okay? Nomad works for the CIA. It's funny you say that. The first job I worked for, right, when I left the Marine Corps, right, they thought I was an agent. I do not work for the CIA. If I work for the CIA, half would be arrested already. Half would be arrested, right? Because a lot of things they're doing, if the white federal agents and all the stuff is not involved, because it's all petty nonsense. You think the federal agents doesn't have time for this petty nonsense, like this person is doxxed. They don't care about that. They really don't give a shit about that, right? But no, it's funny you say that. Some people believe I work, so few jobs believe I work for the government. I've never been a secret squirrels. That's what we call them.
He takes care of his family. He's a real dope guy, and I think hopefully
the thing is just my girls. The thing is my girls. I had my firstborn. I had my firstborn when I was 32 years old. Right, I'm 40. Right, just turned 40. Right, well, almost turned 41. Right, so it's just more I have 8 years old and 4 years old. Right, so that's what it is. It's just it's a time. It's if I had a child when I was 15, 20, they'd be grown adults right now. So it's just me having children at a very late age and them being very young. That's why I don't have the time. That's why sometimes I go live sporadic, right? It's just I don't have the time.
And I know it's a little bit about protecting yourself because you're worried about people, getting in your personal life. Hopefully he does show more of him, or just show more of his talent, because the video that he did, mind you, he has more footage, but the video that he did of the limousine and stuff like that was dope as hell. He should be showing more of his videography and, filmography. He should be showing more of that. I think he could really make a career doing that if he really wanted to. I know it's a lot time consuming, but I think he should do that. He's a talented guy, and I think more people need to see his talent. But other than that, Nomad is a straight up guy. I have nothing bad to say about him. I think he's a little bit mad at me right now. Yo, I clicked in his stream the other day, right?
Sorry. Lucky, thanks. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So, doing the right thing said, "Were your children to you?" Yes. Yeah. This is my new bad boy, right? This is the Panasonic S1 II, right? This is what I use for my daughter's hair video, right? This thing is it's a beast, right? AT2 said I can do videography. Yes, that's why I want to kind of see how can you do that in the tea sector? That's why I want to do the meetup sometimes. That's a way for me to kind of do it. I'm doing Tasha K. I'm going to Tasha K's meetup, right? And even that's why I reach out to what is her name? I keep messing up her name. I reached out to someone recently, they live in New York, etc., right? To kind of do an interview, right? Another thing I want to do too is during the holidays. I think I want to go to families that can't afford to take professional pictures and do that, right? Kind of offer that service, because this is all hobbies. Everything I learned was from YouTube. This is what YouTube was originally for, right? Was learn that. So yeah, it's to me it's just a fun thing to do. It really is. It's really essence. Yes, essence. I reach out to her. I want to see what she's gonna say, right? I need to stop saying right. I say right ever too much. yeah. So that's what I kind of wanted. How do you like? What is the point of this in like the T sector? So I'm trying to even find that way, right? Find that way. And another thing I'm gonna do too, guys, is I was supposed to do it this week. I'm gonna go to live parades. I know the Puerto Rican Day Parade has just passed. I'm so mad about that. I used to always go as a child, right? Go to the Puerto Rican Day Parade in New York and the DR Parade too. So I'm going to find some few parades around and I'm going to do like go live on that. And you can go live directly from this camera itself. You don't have to like just put your phone as a signal and voila. Right? So yeah. So I can't do that, but it's just I don't know. I'm just playing around. I miss the old school New York. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I like the new school New York. I still like the New York. What exactly do you miss about the old school New York?
And like I was all like, he's talking about me. At first, I thought he was talking about somebody else. I was like, shit, he talking about me.
Okay, got it.
And so I reached out to him to.
I might go into the Labor Day parade. I'm probably gonna be there. I'm probably gonna be there. Actually, thanks for saying that. Yes, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. If I don't do it, I'm actually because I just ordered something. Crap. Thanks for saying that. I gotta get that set up. I gotta make sure my stuff is going live. It's good to go live.
To apologize because I was all like, I never want him to think like, I'm trying to be shady or do something behind his back. And like, he was like, no, I was just a little stunned by it, but he wasn't upset. Not like other people who think like, yeah, you did this and that. And it's like people trying to get in his head and try.
Yeah, lucky you're gonna see me. You're gonna see a very tall guy. Say hi. Lucky I don't act like in real life I'm cool. All right. I don't. Like, this is all YouTube nonsense, okay?
And turn him against me. Not going to happen. Not at all. These people are stuck with me forever and never now. Unfortunately, Tox is not stuck with me, but I still have great things to say about Tox. I appreciate her coming out to see me. I think Tox is a good person.
Yes.
I just think that she has a lot of healing to do and a lot to work out. I'm happy that she is done with Bruce from what I know. For now, she is done with Bruce and she'll move on to somebody else, or maybe it's time for her to move on to herself. Take care of herself. And I hope that message does come through. Take care of yourself, okay? But all in all, you guys, I had a great time during the meetup. Of course, I would do it again. That's why we are doing it August 21st to the 23rd. Make sure that you guys are.
Again, I'm not going to be in the next one because I'm going to be very busy at that time. Towards the end of the month, I'm always like very busy. And some quarters, sometimes really extremely busy, okay? So the one after that, I'm going to try to make it, okay? AT2, I got to reach out to him and let him know too. AT2 was just here that, yes, I totally forgot about that. People are like back to schools around that time. So it's going to be very difficult. So, but I think AT2 should have a traveling meetup, okay? I can't wait for the one for New York. That's going to be fun. That I'm not going to sleep. Yeah.
There, and I love y'all for watching, and thank y'all for showing so much love and support, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if there's anything else that I forgot or anything that I excluded that you guys would like to know about. But again, y'all, we out of here. Deuces, everybody.
Okay, let's see. Let's play a little bit of the meetup. Look, I guess you can go to my video to kind of like go to the video sector of my channel to like finish this, okay? Let me play 1 more minute of it.
We have a good time. We have a good time. Come on.
Wait, did Lady T go to jail? I'm going to be in the kitty sector. It's really hot. I don't think my girls are gonna be there. Lucky, it's really hot, man. What is it today? It's supposed to be like it's supposed to be 100. I don't think they're gonna be there. It's too hot. Yeah, well, Lady T, what happened? Did Lady T go to jail? I don't think Lady T went to jail. What happened? Fake news. Okay, got it.
Come on, you dumb bitch.
Good
You can get
times.
in
Come on,
all
baby.
these weird
We
bitch.
good.
You weird drunk ass hoe. I'll slap the fuck out of
Good
you.
times. We good
I'll slap
times.
your
We
ass.
good.
I'll slap your ass.
We on good
I will
times. Come
slap
on.
the fuck out of you and be right back in prison. And be right back in prison in this bitch. You won't slap me. Let us
Come on,
out.
come on, come on. No, come on. We on good times, baby. Come on, come on.
No, this shit is not refunded.
Come on.
I spent $700. Shut up! I spent $700 on this shit, and it's not refundable. Give me $700. Okay, we good.
Yeah, we good, y'all. Come on, back to good times. Good vibes. Yeah, good times. Good
No.
times, y'all.
Look at her. Look at you calling yourself. Look at you calling.
Oh, doing the right thing got it from Donat. Donat is a liar. Donat is a liar. Donat just lies for fun. If Donat is telling you something, he's lying. Donat said, I went to this H2 and I in this meetup have a homosexual interaction. These was just lies. Donat just lies for no reason. Donat, no joke. This is one thing about like people like Donat. You have to be careful as a heterosexual male to like even like hang around someone like Donat. Donat is one of those guys, right? I'm not saying all people like that, right? Because I have a lot of friends that are the part of the LGBT, right? Again, online, I talk a lot of shit, right? But I feel like people were born that way, right? So I'm not anti that group at all. Sammy is. Listen very carefully. Rich, Sammy does not like homosexual people. I really mean this. Sammy does not like homosexual people. I believe people were born that way or whatever they are that way. I just feel like do you know what always gets to me? It's like we have people like I was born in Nigeria, right? It used to get to me when I'm like, people are poor over there. People are starving. And pastors worry about like homosexuals. What does that got to do with anything, right? I just feel like there's a weird thing about like people being homosexual that some people just fixated on, right? People like Sammy, right? I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn it, I was gonna say something. I lost my train of thought. Damn it. I lost my train of thought. I was gonna go somewhere with that, right? But I just wanted to be known. Rich is like is citing Sammy, right? Sammy does not like homosexual people. Sammy, am I lying? Sammy does not like them at all. She uses God, like the Bible, to kind of like justify her way. But the way she's like reaching out for the rich and all this stuff, she doesn't. Sammy, you guys, you know how everyone's surprised that she doesn't like she's like she voted for Trump, right? Which I think there's nothing wrong with that because again, it could be her personal opinion or personal whatever, right? It's the same homosexuals. Sammy does not like them at all. At all. Zero at all, right? Because again, online, if Rich comes from me, what am I going to say? I'm going to say like, no, I'm going to go there, right? But in real life, I don't. Like, people are born that way. People born that way. They are who they are. And I feel like they're being used as a scapegoat, right? For a lot of things that's going on in the world. Like, what does someone being gay got to do with the fact that like, the government is so corrupt, right? That's what they use. Like as soon as something is going back, like the church start focusing, homosexuals sort of focusing on like the fact that like the government is very corrupt. Like the people in the government are just one of the most horrible people ever, right? So I feel like they are used to being, that group itself is being as a scapegoat, right? But yeah, damn, I was gonna say something. I totally forgot. I was gonna say something. Shit. Yeah, I believe, but I also believe two people are born that way. I absolutely believe. Listen, Lucky. Because if you hear stories too, right? One of my good friend is, right? One of my really good friend is, right? That's why I don't want to dox myself. I used to hang. How do I say this? I used to hang around with this guy, right? Because all he stayed with was some baddies. Right? All he stayed with was some baddies, right? And he was a manager at a store. That's why I say, how do I say this without like dox myself, right? He was a manager at a designer store, right? Right now he works at I can't even say too much, right? But he works at a very popular shoe designer, right? They make all this stuff too. It's a global conglomerate, right? That's what he does now. But at that time, he worked at a very popular like women kind of stuff. And after work, I think I told this story before. After work, the women that work there, adios míos. Maybe in Africa, I don't believe that gay people are being used as scapegoat in America. Yeah. Well, okay. This is how I say it, right? I guess in certain conversation in Africa, absolutely, right. It's certain. This is what I feel like. If the world population of gay people is so small, right? I don't understand how much, like, why this such a big thing. Even like, well, I guess they are being as a scapegoat. If you look at the Republican Party, right, they are using them as like, oh, the left is trying to do this, like this is going on. You do hear a lot of like stories about how like I feel like there's such a small part of the population, right? And if you see like in Fox News how like they mostly during Obama presidency, right, how they always trying to like throw those stories out there. That's what I mean by like they're being used as a scapegoat for some of the stuff. Like the Pride Parade, like I forgot what there's a recent controversy about that stuff. Like seriously, like the controversy itself is more like it has more action going on than probably if you go to the actual parade itself, right? I'm gonna show love. That's it. Okay. Damn it! I totally forgot what I was gonna say before I remembered. Like I was gonna tell Rich too because they're hypocrites. Yeah, before I wanted to say that, Sammy does not like gay people at all. Am I lying, Sammy? At all. She uses religion to justify that, right? But I always feel like, yeah. But anyway, let me see if I can break this back. Maybe I can remember. Again, I got 2 more minutes and we're gonna go. Okay, we're gonna call it a day.
No!
Look at her. Look at you calling yourself.
Shut the fuck up! I spent $700 on this shit and it's not refundable. Give me
what
my
did I read?
motherfucking $700. Okay, then we good.
Yeah, we good, y'all. Come on, back to good times. Good vibes. Yeah, good times.
Yeah, no, I read something, guys. I was gonna, damn it. I have to like, oh, that sucks. Let's see. Doing the right thing, yet don't be in the vows. Okay. What does a refund have to do with it? God, it's always on AT2. Yo, AT2 and Kai, right? Kai, do you want to hit the link? No, AT2, do you want to hit the link? Right? AT2, come on. You gotta, this is what I feel about brother Kai, right? Kai he's very advanced for his age, right? Very, very advanced. I'm telling you, at Kai's age, I was meant, right? I don't want to say this joke. Oh God, I don't want to say this joke because again, only Marines will understand, right? But only Marines will understand. I don't want to say like you got to be a Marine to kind of say this, right? But anyway, but I'm so surprised how knowledgeable he is at his age, right? AG2, come on, like AG2, you want to hit the link? Like you and brother Kai should talk it up, man. I think Kai is I think he's very funny, right? I think H2, I feel like H2 guidance, H2, you have 100,000 subscribers, right? If you, with this guidance, I promise you he's going to do good, right? Let's see. Who's going to tell Rich? Who's going to tell Rich? Yes, absolutely. Lucky, when I say Sammy, listen, it's like, it's one of those, like, she remind me of those Nigerian, like, pastors, right? How to be talking about gay people, like, wait a minute, we got suffering, all the shit here. You're talking about some gay, like, who gives a shit about that, right? But Sammy's like that, man. So she be talking about rich. She doesn't, she's like, Sammy remind me of a racist that only simply just want to like exploit black people, right? They only tolerate you as far as you're making that money, and that's what Sammy does to Rich. But again, Rich is gonna find out soon. He's gonna find out soon, right? Preach Nomad. Okay, let's see. I mean, okay. It doesn't have anything to do with me. I'm going to love. Let's see. Maybe in Africa. Okay, I was gonna grow up in a France who was. Yeah, I think some people don't choose that too, but some people like maybe. I honestly believe, right? Because again, everyone, right, has their opinion, right? I honestly believe people are born that way. I honestly 100% believe people are born that way. I feel like the problem is if people accept the fact that some people are born that way, I feel people are gonna question like, well, if God is perfect, how can he make someone that now you're kind of looking down on, right? If we're all image of God himself anyway, right? So what are you doing judging his creation, right? And people don't want to have this kind of conversation, okay? But again, that doesn't mean if someone homosexual, they're gonna come at me, I'm not gonna say some shit. That doesn't mean that, right? But in real life, it's like I honestly, in my core, I believe people are born that way. I feel like it's just reading and talking shit, right? I really enjoy you today, Nomad. Awesome show, Nomad, and it gets okay. Perfect. Thanks very much. And some people can take constructive criticism, right? I love constructive criticism. I love that. Okay, and Kai. tuck it out and get shit straightened out. Yeah, H2, you want to hit the link, right? I can try to come back and StreamYard, right? I think like H2 and Kai. I feel like brother Kai. I feel like give H2 a chance, man. H2, give brother Kai his chance, okay? And because brother Kai, I do agree. I'm telling you, Kai. There is one day I was with a friend. We were having lunch. I live in a very, how do I say this? Very finance like area, right? And finance driven area, right? And this kid, I was like, we were talking, and this kid was like, I want to say the kid was like 12 years old. What he was talking about was so far ahead of him. I guarantee that kid right now, this was years ago, I guarantee that kid right now is on Wall Street. Some people just have it at a different age, right? At your age, I was meant right? I was only concerned about getting money where the girls are, right? And you're able to like hold your conversation. I feel like in the social media now is a new like commodity, right? Seriously. And now that you're able to like, you have the attention of older audience, I think that's what H2 was just kind of telling you, right? Was more if you can kind of capture the younger audience, but the guy like really have the tools out there. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be looking at him like one day say, I knew when he has 100,000, when he had 1,000 subscribers. That's gonna be the same. I can see you like doing H2 numbers because it's not just you being able to like hold a conversation, right? Being able to like just adjust or adapt, right, and overcome, right, and that's something like a lot of people like don't able to do so, right, and being able to like again in this sector too, like hold your own, hold your own. You do things that people that are my age, older, are not able to do, like stand your ground. Like seriously, you stand your ground. Do you know how hard it is, brother Kai, to get that? You have people like right now, right, like Conrad, right, in Tree Station Head, right, telling other people how they should basically, right, withstand the abuse, right, and she can't even talk to Trees, but she's telling other people how to stand the abuse instead of going to the abuse and say what you're doing is wrong, and she finances that. Do you know how hard it is? Like even people like older people can't do that, and someone as young as you can able to like do so. Seriously, and you don't see that because this is what you know, right? But it's seriously, it's out there. I'm not sorry for like saying the age stuff. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to use. No, this is one thing, brother Kai. This is one thing on H2. That's how H2 is. That's what H2 is. I feel like. Remember, I was trying to fight him. I was trying to meet him in the box. I'm like, yo, who are you talking to like that? You get what I'm saying? That's how H2. He doesn't mean any harm with it. I promise you that. It's just part of this nature, this whole space. It's just like sometimes it's like how it's communicated, right? It's being that messy kind of way. But I promise you, I see even me saying your age right now. That's some people may say like, well, that's trying to describe why you always have to bring that age in, right? I get that part, so I'm gonna stop, right? But I guarantee, like he's being messy. You know how it is. It's like he's being messy, but at the same time, like I guarantee there's no malice in there, and that's what I'm trying to say. The malice involved, right? Is he really like saying like how like is he one of those like, well, you don't deserve this kind of thing? He's not like that. You get what I'm saying? He's not like that. He's gonna be messy. Trust me. A few months from now, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna say, H2, I gotta meet you in the ring, right? But I guarantee it's not gonna meet. It's not. He doesn't come from a malice place, right? He doesn't come from someone that's gonna be like. They want to like really be cool with you so they can sneak attack you, right? He's not like that, right? So that's what I'm trying to say when it comes to him. So did he convey it in a way that like, I think he conveyed in the way of the sector, this messy, you know what I'm saying? This entertaining stuff, right? That's what I'm trying to say. I don't care. He knows my life work. Absolutely. I can see what you're saying. Yeah. But he can't take it. Yeah. But I feel like, how do I say that? I feel like, yeah, I'll leave it. I feel like you guys kind of like talk it out, right? I feel like you guys kind of talk it out. It's going to be a new year coming soon and everything. The sector is disappearing and Kai's adopted. Absolutely. I feel like after it's all said and done, Kai, I feel like Kai is going to be out of here, right? After it's all said and done. I'm still trying to find my stuff, right? Kai is going to be out of here. I feel like who else? And that's the thing too. I don't want to say who's gonna be out of here too, because that's how life works. Is the people that you think. No joke. When Brother Kai was with Jag, I don't remember him. I do just say like he's not how he is right now, right? So if I would have had to like spin the wheel and says who's gonna be what, even Sammy right now. Sammy's finding her way to like get herself into some quagmire, right? Because you never know. That's one thing about life. You never know. It's someone right now being quiet and not really saying anything. Hey, you may just see me doing like some other stuff and like, hey, I remember Nomad when he was doing the tea stuff, right? And you never really know. You never really know. That's one thing about life. You never know, right? Empress, I'm breaking away slowly. Yes. Because again, the sector. And one thing I love about the sector, this is why it's so hard for me to like just say like all y'all, right? Is at work, this is the only place where I say before, like, we can literally go live for freaking 8 hours, 10 hours. That's a whole shift, right? And this is like, if I started like back to my positivity, listen to like, let's say I would decide, you know what, I want to cut this off, right? At work, I don't want to be like every 5 minutes I'm changing something. I'm changing like the YouTube channel. Then it's gonna look like, you know what I'm saying? You know how it is, right? At work, right? Back when I used to work from home, right? And I can do that, right? I can probably change the algorithm, right? But now this is the only algorithm that I know that like we go live for 4 hours, right? And it keeps me engaged where I can have this in the background while I do my work, right? Because my ADHD, like I need something to play in the background, right? So, and I think that's one thing going for the sector, right? That's what's so hard to leave is that a lot of us are professionals, right? So it just this is a little noise in the background that keeps you very addicted instead of like having to like go back to like find another YouTuber and all of a sudden like their content is more like 15 minutes, 10 minutes. Here's like we don't do short foreplays, right? We go for hours. I really let's see. Yeah, the only advice I'll give you, Kai, for your stuff, brother Kai, is when you go live, you hit so much new current stuff that sometimes it's so hard like for new people to kind of find you. So I think another thing you should probably start doing too is cutting those segments out, right? It's cutting those segments out. Maybe have those as shorts, right? Because again, it's like the way you present your stuff is amazing, right? That's the only thing I'll kind of say is like, it's so hard. Like, let's say you talk about like the latest like Jay-Z stuff, right? Because you have such a long form content, right? It's really hard. Another advice for you too, if you're gonna cut it out too, right? YouTube does not like duplicate content, right? If you're gonna make it for shorts, make sure you have an intro and an outro, and kind of like put someone in the description, say like maybe like say this is a script from like this is from kind of the long form content. And another thing you should probably do to like subscribe to like YouTube like damn, I forgot the name of it. It's like this YouTube like update stuff. Like they tell YouTubers like the newest thing going on. And one of the questions people ask was like, taking your long form content and making it into shorts, how is that not considered duplicate, right? And they talked about that. Maybe that's something I'm gonna try to send to you. Okay, I'm gonna try to send to you if I can remember. So what you want to do with your long form, add some few things. Maybe start making an intro for yourself, intro, and maybe put up part of your shorts to kind of bring in the audience in. Okay. Because again, your stuff is like, it's amazing, but it's just like, it's doing that YouTube and stuff. You get what I'm saying? The little administrative stuff, right? Because if you put in a long form content, and that's why I'm saying like, I kind of like this sector sometimes too, is a lot of the audience, they're here for the long game. They're here for the long, they're not in there for like, for short foreplay, right? So, but the general public usually don't, right? They usually want their content to be like 3 minutes long, right? So take part of that, and they have tools they can use for that. I just paid for one of my tools. I use, brother Kai, if you want to use this one, I just pay for this nonsense. Like I don't really. Let's see. Oh, perfect. See, this is my receipt. I pay $30 a month for this stuff. Opus Clips. So if you want to do that, okay, and Opus Clips, again, if you take from your long form content to your short term content, right, it gives you the option to add like an intro, and even like add in like this Texas the speech to text kind of thing. That's enhancing it. And just add like they give you the option to kind of have like some sound effects and all this stuff. That's enhancing it. So that's taking your original long form now and making that to short, so YouTube doesn't hit you with a duplicate. Okay. Yeah, Opus Clips. Yeah, that's what I use. Okay, and I have it for this channel, but I'm gonna change it to like my daughter's stuff, right? Because I don't really need it here. I pay $30 a month for that stuff. Let's see. I really doubt like YouTube will be around in around 2028. They've lost too many lawsuits. No. Spirit, we can have this discussion. YouTube is here to stay. There's nothing like YouTube. YouTube F the game up. You know how YouTube F the game up? Paying people. Other social medias prior to YouTube, MySpace. I love MySpace. I feel like MySpace should come back. Maybe I should make a MySpace social media stuff, right? Seriously, we need a MySpace. MySpace, all the social media. No other social media out there is really paying you before YouTube started doing this, paying you for your content, right? So when you start paying people, I watch more YouTube than I do television. So how come YouTube not going to be? What's going to replace it, right? Because what else is out there? Other social medias, that's what they hate. They don't really like what YouTube is doing. The fact that they're paying you. Facebook before wasn't paying you. They use all your information, sell it to the government, right? And don't pay you for it. The fact that they're compensating you for that, right? That's a game changer. And that's what makes them unique. And that's why I feel like, yes, the next social media platform are probably going to come around and overtake YouTube. It's probably going to they're probably going to have a better paying system, right? So people can take their original content and bring it over there. But YouTube is here to stay. YouTube is part of life. Go to YouTube Shorts right now. I'm watching people, right, from like other countries, right? Someone was making a street food, right? They were selling it and they have a camera right there streaming on YouTube. This is part of life. And plus, right? Some people live off this. You should start an app. Yeah, I should start an app. How do you know I don't have one? But again, I can't show it over here. I have no comment on that. No comment on that, right? I didn't know Spirit. Yeah. No, YouTube is definitely here to stay. We can debate about that one, right? We should start having like good debates like that, right? Yes. I have spoken to a couple of big wigs and somewhere else, but YouTube is into discussion. It's no. YouTube is here to stay. YouTube is here to stay over my lifetime. That one I can almost like put the money in it. That one I can put almost money in. Look what Instagram did. Instagram after they being sold out, right? Look at the pay for that. That's going down. People are literally making a living, their livelihood. They have kids now saying they want to be a YouTuber when they grow up. They want to be a YouTuber when they grow up. They have people telling their parents, like, what did his parents do for a living? A YouTuber, right? So it's and I feel like that's one thing too. People are starting that's why I feel someone like AT2, right? It was ahead of the game. A lot of people not gonna get that. It's like, can you imagine saying to yourself, like, I want to be a YouTuber? Even some people like work, like they go to job, like still don't want to believe that like people are making so much money off this stuff. Like it's no joke the amount of money you can make from this stuff if you set your stuff correctly. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah. So I believe YouTube is 100% here to stay. 100% here to stay. I feel like the only thing about me is like I get bored. I get bored. I cannot like even this. Oh, you guys know my real channel, right? You guys know my real like stuff, right? My lights drama action. I just got bored. The Diddy stuff, like I just got bored. Like that channel has 2,700 something. What is it? How many subscribers do I have over there? And no joke, I'm gonna go back there. It's just like that's what you cannot do that if you're trying to make money, right? My lights drama action. I don't even look at the subs count on that one. Yeah, 2,605, 2,065 on my lights drama action. I have 2,000 subscribers on that one. And the other channel that I deleted, right? My first one, my Nomad Journey, right? That had what? More than 2,000 subscribers, right? And for that one, again, I'm never going to delete anything. I'd rather just delete the video. I'm never going to delete anything. I made a big mistake with that one, okay? I shouldn't have done that, right? I should just delete the video and start fresh, right? And for that one, I just got bored in that one, right? So I'm kind of parked here a little bit because my goal is I want to get them. I was almost monetized, right? Because my goal is not necessarily monetization. Is more, can I do this in the next 10 years? Like I don't want to do I don't want it to be a job. I want it to be something I thoroughly enjoy, right? That I can see myself doing in 10 years too, right? And I'm trying to get there. So that's why I didn't really like follow through in the other channel too. Like I'm going back because doing the last week of doing the Christmas kind of time frame, right? That 1 week I'm going to stream for live. I'm going to stream to both channels so I can get my watch hours, right? So I'm going to stream 24 hours, right, for 7 days. And that's how I'm going to get my watch hours so they could both be monetized. Okay. Again, everything I do is for a reason. Everything I do for a reason. Okay. Yeah. So that's all I have to say. That was a good one today. Thanks everyone for being here. I'm gonna go live again, maybe later. Let's see. If anyone have any questions, any comments, right now is the last chance to ask anything before I go. Okay. Let's see. Did I miss everything? We need a real YouTube dating app. Oh, Lucky, that's a good one. Lucky, that's a good one. Lucky, you and I both like tech. You know what we should probably try to do? Maybe we can do a live where we can like make a real app right then and there and see what happens. But it's gonna take a lot of planning though. I mean that. They have this app making stuff that literally can create an app in very like a few minutes. Maybe we can do that. That's a good one. A YouTube dating app. We should call it a Red App Dating. Again, don't try to use the name. Do not use the name YouTube. That's a way to get your stuff snatched up quick, right? But Red App Dating, I feel like people kind of know Red App. They know what that means, right? I don't think YouTube like did any copyright or trademark with that name. So yeah, so Red App Dating. Hey, Lucky. Hey, I like that idea, Lucky. So that way people can like you can dox people before you go on a date with them. Know everything. Nah, that's good. That's a lawsuit right there waiting to happen. Let's do it. Have a great day. Yeah, Soraya Bay YouTube from Project. Seriously, that's a good one. There's a tool. I forgot the name of it. If I remember, I'm gonna try to reach out and like and send it to you, where you can literally like create an app. And I always see it on social media, right? And I know Claude too. You can use that to like make apps too. So that's a good one too to kind of have like play with some ideas and kind of do so, okay? And just kind of like create it right then and there, okay? Let's see. But the trick for it, Lucky, is to make sure it's messy, kind of messy stuff a little bit. What I mean by like T-sector a little bit, and I think that's what kind of keep the audience engaged. Soraya Bay, Lucky. Okay, yeah. So I want to thank everyone for being here. Let's see. Lucky is number one. Mel is number one. House of Queens is number one. Spirit, Empress, doing the right thing. AT2, Treat. Who is that? This person blocked. Manifest Destiny. Every time I see that goddamn face, Soraya Bay, Cultivate Ukai, Jay Blitz, Mr. Fun Size, Golden, Drago Wrong, Dropping the T, Lemonade. Oh, Lemonade was here. I didn't know that. With the shit. So, wow, some people were here I didn't even see. What the hell is going on? Are these people blocked? I guess I didn't get a chance to see that. Yo, Manifest Destiny. Every time I see that goddamn face. Adios mios. See? Okay. Have a good one. And I think maybe my next stream is gonna be from the parade. If this camera, I gotta make sure like my going live is set up for my full frame. If it's not, I'm gonna go for my GoPro. Okay, have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one.